Welcome student to Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology. Our department is Humanity and Science. Course Basic Mathematics course code 22103. Myself Mrs. Smita Shekhar Kamble. Our unit is for chapter number 7. That is obviously what? Mensuration. Yes, that's right. So, we have to today's lecture discuss about the mensuration, but we have to revise the formula for mensuration. Let us check square. Square have the perimeter 4 into S. Rectangle have the perimeter P is equal to 2 in bracket L plus W. Circle. Oh, circle have the circumference 2 pi R. Now our area. Area is very important to the solid regular figures, which are the square. Yes. How many sides for the square? Yes, 2 sides. No, it is 4 sides. That's why capital A is equal to S square. All the sides are equal in a square. Rectangle. Capital A is equal to L into W. Triangle. A is equal to 1 upon 2 B into H, where B is the breadth, H is the height. We have to consider. Now, we have to take the trapezoid. Capital A is equal to 1 upon 2 in bracket B1 plus B2 bracket complete into H, where B1 and B2 are the adjacent and parallel sides. We have to consider in a trapezoid, and B1 is always the parallel side of trapezoid. Next, that is trapezoid also called. Now, the circle. Circle capital A is equal to pi R square, where R is the radius. If R radius is not given, then the diameter divided by 2 gives us the radius of the circle. Next, surface area. Now we have to focus on the surface area. How we define the surface area? Cube is equal to 6x square. Cylinder. Yes, 2 pi RH plus 2 pi R square. H is the height, R is the radius of the cylinder. Cone. Cone is equal to pi RL. L is the length, R is the radius. Sphere. Sphere is given by 4 pi R square. R is radius, pi is volume 22 upon 7. We have to consider. Or 3.14, it is depend on the given part of the sphere. Now our time is start to volume. Yes. Cube is equal to V is equal to S cube, where S cube means the side cube. Because the cube have the many sides. How many sides have the cube? 6 edges are there. Then we have to consider one side, that bracket cube gives the cube volume. Cylinder. V is equal to pi R square H. R is radius, H is the height of the cylinder. Cone. Cone is equal to 1 upon 3 pi R square, where R is the radius, H is the height, and our last but not least is what? The sphere. Sphere is what? V is equal to 4 upon 3 pi R cube. Now, we have to focus the next slide. Oh, what it given? From a sheet of cardboard in the shape of square of a side 14 centimeter. A piece in the shape of letter B cut off. The curved side of the letter consists of 2 equal semicircle, and the breadth of the rectangular piece is 1 centimeter. Now, find the area of remaining part of the cardboard. Answer 1.2 143.5 centimeter. But how it is possible? Let us see in diagram. From a sheet of cardboard in the shape of square of side 14 centimeter. It is the 14 centimeter side. One piece in the B shape, letter B is cut off. It is look like the B shape? Yes. But the curved side of the letter consists of the two equal semicircle. The breadth of the rectangular piece is 1 centimeter. This is the breadth of the semicircle. Now how we have to find the area of remaining part of the cardboard? Remaining card portion area of square. It is the area of total square. Then area of two semicircles. Yes. Minus area of rectangle also. What is given part and what is we have to consider? Let us start. We know the area of square is a square, means the side square. So I consider the 14 centimeter is the cardboard side shape. So that's why 14 into 14. Area of two semicircle. We know the area of circle is what? Area we know that. Yes, the area is pi r square. Where we derive the 3.5? We have to define 3.5 is where it comes. The area of semicircle, the 3.5 whole bracket square. Radius how much it is given by? Yes, it is given. We have to consider this is as the 3.5. Next, 14 into 1. 1 is the rectangular side is given. That's why we have to take. Now, what is happen when the 3.5 we have to consider? So, 3.5. So, how I derive? The 14 minus 4 is 13. So, 13 divided by 2 gives 3.5. That's why we derive the 3.5 is the radius. Yes. Now we have to check out the format. Now format is covered by substituting 14 side, 3.5 radius, which is 14 minus 1, 13. 13 divided by 2, 3.5 bracket square minus 14. Now simplification start. 196. I take the pi is 22 upon 7, which is easy to define. You take 3.14, does not matter. 196 minus 3.85 minus 14 is equal to 143.5 centimeter square. So final answer we derive using the area of remaining portion, that is we must know the area of square. What is the area of square? Yes, the area of square is side square. What is the area of semicircle? Yes, pi r squares. Then what is the two semicircle we have to consider? Then area of rectangle. The area of rectangle is what? 14 into what? Side into width. That is means we have to consider height into width. Then we have to revise this formula to solve the example of the shaded remaining part of the cardboard. Now, let us check the next example. Again, circle is there. Very interesting. The circumference of the circular park. Okay, that's very important. The circumference of a circular park is 314 meter and a 25-meter wide concrete track runs around. Calculate the cost of laying turf in the park at 1.25 per square meter. The cost of concrete track at 1.25 per square meter. For finding the cost, we have to must find the area of this concentric circle. Why we have to take the concentric circle? Let us check. We have the circular path. So that's why it is the middle circle is circular path. These portion I highlight by the laser point. That is the concrete track. Be careful. We have to find the cost of laying turf. Turf means we have to add the turf here. What's happened? Let us check. 20 meter, it is the path. What given? Wide width is given. So let us check one by one. So now the circumference of the circular plot is 314. So 2 pi r is equal to 314. Therefore, r is equal to 314 divided by 2 into 314. So we have to take the pi is 3.14. Here we have to take 314. So it is easy. We define r is 50 meter. Once you define the radius, it is easy to find the area of the circular region. That is our plot. Therefore, the area of plot is equal to pi r square. Therefore, 3.14 into r square is 50 square. Now, what is the pi value is given? 3.14. What is the r value? R is what we have to derive? 50 meter. 50 square is 2500. Now, total area 7850 square meter. So, the cost of laying turf at the 1.25 square meter. So obviously area into the cost we have to define 7850 into 1.25. So what do you derive? 9812.50. What's happened? Radius of the bigger circle R is equal to radius of the park plus width of the concrete track. It is obvious. We define these radius. What is that? 50 meter. Plus 20 meters. So these whole circle radius we defined as a 50 plus 20, 70 meter. Now we have to find the area of concrete part. So concrete part track which we have to define, it must have subtract by pi r square minus r square, because we have to define this portion radius. So that's why pi r square minus r square. We define the bigger circle r is 50. No, it is 70. 70 minus small circle radius is r square. So pi r square minus r square is 70 square minus 50 square. That is what? 314. 70 plus 50, 70 minus 50, because we know that a plus b, a square minus b square is a plus b, a minus b. So 3.14 into 70 plus 50, 120, 70 minus 50, 20, easy to calculate. That is 7536 square centimeter. Now, we define the concrete track area. For the concrete track area, they given the cost 1.25 per square meter. That's why we have to take the cost of laying concrete track at 1.25 is 7536 into 1.25 is equal to 9420 rupees. And here 9812.50 rupees. Now always remind that if the two circular park and a track is given, we have to must know the circumference of any circular part. Then we have to denote it as a 2 pi r. Then if a circular park area is given, then if we find the first radius, then it is easy to find the second radius of the any concrete circle diagram is given. Now, next we have to check what is given. So, in this example, sorry for disturbing you. In this example, the circumference of radius circular park is 314 and capital A into 20 meter. So wide concrete track is around his. So that's why the concentric circle example is asked in your board part, that is board part. So that's why be practice on these concrete examples. Now, Today's lecture is over about our very interesting topics. We have to cover the circular part, the layout part,